Hello everybody, my name is Hugo, I'm from Sweden, and this is my self-made crib on wheels. But let's start in the front. So here we are in the front of the car. It's the Ford Transit 2008. I bought it off a nice couple that started building it, but decided they didn't want to finish, so I took over. And yeah, let's move to the back. All right, so here we have the garage, as I like to call it. And as you can see, I got the doors painted for my friend Zach. Let's have a look into the storage area. So here we have some shoes. I got most of my clothes back here. I also have a box with wood, so if I want to make a fire somewhere. Also a chair, which is nice to take out. The good thing with this is that I can take this shelf away and I can store big stuff, all my tires, my bicycle, and all small toys that I bring with me, like a stand-up paddleboard or that kind of stuff. So I really like this. There's so much space. I can basically bring whatever I want. Well, I have here, in here is my battery and my whole electricity system. I have a 180 amp hour battery, which is hooked up to 2 solar panels on the roof that are doing 100 watts each. And they are charging my battery when I'm off grid, and it's been working really nice. And it's nice to feel that you get energy from the sun, because who doesn't? Now let's move to the front and to the living area. And here is my homemade cupboard, which is actually a door into the garage. And underneath here I have stored all cleaning supply, my dry food, and a lot of other stuff. A nice cool feature too is if you put that away a little bit, you can use this actually as a mattress, and you can have your foot in there, and you can have a friend sleeping on the floor. On the side here with the closed door, I decided to make a little black chalk board where you can write stuff on. Here is actually the number of days I've been sleeping in my van, and any friend who joins me, they can write something. Challe was here, Limpan. So yeah, it's also a fun little thing. This summer I also discovered that it's nice to have a mosquito net. So I decided to have one here that I can fold down, because when you're out in the forest, you want to have the door open to be able to just enjoy. But I noticed that there was a lot of mosquitoes and insects. So I had the mosquito net here, and then I have on both sides here, I have foldable hooks that comes down like this, where I can hang my jacket, towels, whatever's needed. And if I don't need them, I fold them up. I think that's all here. Let's now move into the kitchen. So I started converting this last year, and one thing I was thinking about was where to put the kitchen, and I decided to make the most space in the living area, I'll put it on this side. So I have a sink, as you can see here, and I chose to go for a foot pump, so it doesn't need any electricity. You just pump here, and magically you get water. And this is my water containers. I can carry 25 liters and a 10 liter. And as you can see, when I pump, it goes in there, it goes down in this one. Also have a little container with, or a trash can, basically. And when I cook, I use a gas stove. See here, traditional Primus with two plates, and it works really well. I have the gas in here. And this is also my kitchen utilities. Everything from pans to cutleries and plates. As you can see up here, I put 2 kitchen shelves up. These is IKEA, super cheap. But I wanted to do a little tweak, so I glued on some lids for jars, so you can just take them off and easy put them back on. We got the essential coffee, tea, milk powder, and chocolate, of course, and salt. And this is my van plant. His name is Henning Blad. Over here I got a little shelf where I can put dishes so they can dry. I can also fold that up if I don't want it there. It's worked super well. Up here you can see a bunch of my old photos from the adventures I've had so far. More will come, but I like to have a look at that and just remember the old good times. Alright, we'll go next. We got the headliner. This is like a little hidden space. I have some clothes and yeah, it's a place where it's just easy to take stuff. So usually things I use a lot, I chug it up there. I made some curtains out of some old curtains Mom had. In the back here I have also some storage. Here's storage as well. Here's a little 12 volt connector. The back here I have some, well, just some storage for all the cables. I have an organizer on the back of the seat where I'll put stuff I need and things like that. Down here we just had storage for shoes and that kind of stuff. And now we go to the other side of the kitchen, which is the where I have my cool box. So to store food and stuff like that inside here. I have a box where I keep it all cooled. I can also open from this side if I want to chug in something on the side. To the center of the living room area where I have my table, and I went for a Lagoon swivel table and I'm really happy with it. So I can use it for when I'm working. We can use it like this when I have friends here. And when I don't want it in the way, I'll just store it on like that, and it's not in the way for me. So I really like this. I can also take it off completely, whip, and I get rid of it. So yeah, that's a really good choice, and I can really recommend it. Living room area. I decided to go for a little couch or bench, which I'm really happy with because I can now host people. I can also chill by sitting like this, and yeah, it just makes the whole living room area much nicer because there's actually somewhere to sit. So here, very accessible, is my charging station. I got 3 230 watts, and then I have just a normal like cigarette lighter where I can hook on USB and charge anything I want. And it's great for when I'm on the off grid and I need to charge my drone battery, my camera battery, that kind of stuff. Yeah, this is the living area, and now time to show where the magic happens. It's the bed. So I decided to have my bed in the back, mainly because I needed a lot of storage underneath. But it's 180 centimeters long. It's probably 100 centimeters broad. So me, the tall guy, kind of have to lie a little bit diagonal. A nice feature that I worked on was that I can use the backrest of the sofa, and I'll just take it up like this. legs. All of a sudden, I have a king-size bed in the van, and I can lie here and sleep like a king, basically. So what I also decided to do was to make a little bed shelf. And I open this like this, and I put some gas springs on the side so it can stay open. And as you see, I got my computer hooked up in there so I can lie like this and watch a movie if I like. Here I got some storage to put stuff in, and it's a really nice setup, I think. So this is where I'm gonna chill on rainy days, and it's a very useful shelf, and I decided to make it in rattan to make it lightweight, and I got a good look there. And as you can see in the roof, there are two hatches. There's one in the front and there's one in the back where I installed a fan, so you can just switch it on if it's really hot or I just need some ventilation. I just put that on for a bit. I also have my backdrop here, the majestic mountains. I have two LED spots in the roof. They're touch and dimmable, so you can dim them up and dim them down. Really good depending on what kind of mood you want in the van. I also made a little fun feature on the side with LED strips for the bed, which you can also switch depending on the occasion or the situation. For when I'm chilling, maybe reading, or for when you want to have a little bit of cuddle time. So that was all I had to show you. Now get the hell out of here. So to sum this project up, I've learned so much from building this van, and I've had a lot of fun, even though I've also had a lot of tough times. I'm also super grateful for all friends, family, and also all the forums online that helped me to build this van. So I went from having zero knowledge and experience to building this van, and it took me about 5 months. And out of those 5 months, I probably had an active building time of about 40 full days. So I started by buying the van, and it cost me around 6,000 euros. In that price came the extra battery charger, the water sink and the foot pump. I also got the fans in the roof and some wood that I reused. And after that, I've only spent around 1,200 euros to renovate this interior. And you guys might think, how the hell is that possible? Well, I was very fortunate because I had my father helping me out, and he also had all the tools I needed to build, and that was a huge advantage. So I chose to reuse a lot of stuff in this conversion, like the bed, the bench, the kitchen. They were all stuff that was gonna be thrown or just not used. My stove and my cool box I got from friends that wasn't really needing them or using them. So that really kept the costs down. My biggest expenses in this build was actually my solar panels and this table, which I bought new. So to finish off, I hope I inspired some of you guys to go out and do something that you didn't think you could, or just try something new. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up or comment below. I see you in another video.